Hey,
What the? What the hell?
try blowing on it.
Crap! It doesn't work.
Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? So today I have a video giving you guys my thoughts on the PS5 Pro console that was revealed yesterday, and I saw a lot of comments recently of people asking me if I could do a reaction to this, giving my thoughts on this. And while I am excited to have a more powerful PlayStation coming out, I will say there is concern about the price, but I think that the biggest, controversy with this console is that there is no disk drive. There is no disk drive on the PS5 Pro. I'm not joking. And the thing is, the first time that I saw the trailer, I didn't notice it at first, that there isn't a disk drive. But then when I started doing more research and I watched the 9-minute video that Sony also released, then I realized there was no disk drive. And of course, you can buy a disk drive additionally, but there is no disk drive that comes with it. So you'd think you spend $700 on a console, that you would have a disk drive with it, but apparently these days, as companies now expect us to do everything digital, and I'm also going to talk about why there is actually benefits to physical media. There is actually pros to physical copies. A lot of people think, oh, digital is all the best because, digital is, you don't have to worry about losing a disc, your disc isn't going to break, and you can download anytime. However, though, there are actually pros to digital. There are things that discs can do that digital can't, and I will explain the pros over disc, why I personally prefer disc over digital in a little bit here. But anyways, let's react to the PS5 Pro console trailer. I saw this earlier, but let's just watch this one more time here. Yeah, so the first time I saw this, I didn't realize that there was no disk drive on this. But anyways, let me actually show you guys a few things that in this right here. Let's go through here. Okay, so look at this first part right here. Just watch the bottom here. Feature only of PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution. Feature only available on select PS5 games that have been enhanced for PS5 Pro when compared to PS5. PS5 Pro enhanced features will vary by game. So not every game has this, but it's the question is how many developers are going to develop games that are specifically enhanced for PS5 Pro? How many developers are going to go that extra step to do that specifically? The biggest pro about the PS5 Pro, I would say, is the faster processing, speeds on it. It's a faster console. It does have 2 terabytes of space, and it can run a lot of games at higher FPS. So, that's probably the best thing about this, but there are drawbacks here. Feature only available on select PS5 games, again, with the high frame rates. So this is, one of the pluses of this. Advanced ray tracing, but again, available only on PS5 games that have been enhanced for PS5 Pro. And look at this part right here. See this? Vertical stand sold separately. So look, they have the PS5 Pro standing on the vertical stand, but it's not even It's not even included with it. So when you watch this the first time, you might not notice the bottom right here, but that's probably so that they don't get sued. That's probably it, so that, if somebody purchases the PS5 Pro and they realize there's no stand with it, that they can't sue because the trailer as false advertising, because the trailer said vertical stand sold separately. It's small here, but it's basically meant to deceive you. So right there, you got a vertical stand. So imagine this, a $700 console that has no stand with it. Seriously? $700 for a console. Okay, you don't have the disc drive, but at least you could include the stand with it. Really? Seriously. And this is on, Sony's website here, PlayStation blog. I'll link this also down below. PS5 Pro, most visually impressive way to play games on PlayStation. Witness Play Unleashed. Pre-orders will be available from PlayStation Direct PlayStation and participating retailers on September 26th. In territories where PlayStation isn't available, on September 26th, pre-orders will be available directly from PlayStation and Direct PlayStation at participating retailers in territories where DirectPlaystation.com isn't available. On October 10, 2024, pre-orders will be available at other participating retailers. And this comes out in November. Over the last 4 years since the launch of PS5, we've worked hard to continuously evolve the console experience and deliver the games our players expect from us. Today, I'm incredibly proud to announce the next step in that evolution and welcome PS5 Pro to the PlayStation family, our most advanced, innovative console hardware to date. We developed PS5 Pro with deeply engaged players and game creators in mind, as many have asked for a console that runs even higher fidelity graphics with smoother frame rates at 60 FPS. We achieved this on PS5 Pro with several key performance features. Upgraded GPU. With PS5 Pro, we are upgrading to a GPU that has 67% more compute units than the current PS5 console and 28% faster memory. Overall, this enables up to 45% faster rendering for gameplay, making the experience much smoother. Advanced ray tracing. We've added even more powerful ray tracing that provides more dynamic reflection and refraction of light. This allows the rays to be cast at double and at times triple the speeds of the current PS5 console. AI-driven upscaling. We've also introduced PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, an AI-driven upscaling that uses a machine learning-based technology to provide super sharp image clarity by adding an extraordinary amount of detail. Other enhancements include PS5 Pro Game Boost, which can apply to more than 8,500 backwards compatible PS4 games. Okay, so Game Boost is available on a lot of PS4 games. This feature may stabilize or improve the performance of supported PS4 and PS5 games. Enhanced image quality for PS4 games is also available to improve the resolution on select PS4 games. PS5 Pro will also launch with the latest wireless technology. Wi-Fi 7 in territories supported this standard. VRR and 8K gaming are also supported. Okay. It's humbling to see how game creators have embraced the latest technology from PS5 Pro, and several games will be patched with free software updates for games to take advantage of PS5 Pro's features. These games can be identified with a PS5 Pro Enhanced label within their title. Some games you can look forward to include blockbuster hits from PlayStation Studios and our third-party partners such as Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Demon's Souls, Dragon's Dogma 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Gran Turismo 7, Hogwarts Legacy, Horizon Forbidden West, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, the Crew Motor Fest, The First Descendant, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, and more. We kept a look at the PS5 Pro consistent with the overall PS5 family of products. You notice the height is the same as the original PS5 and the width is the same as the current PS5 model to accommodate higher performance specs. Players can add an Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive or swap out console covers when they become available. They can add an Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive or swap out console covers when they become available. So, somebody in the comments let me know if you are able to use the PS5 digital disc drive for this, because I think that you I think that you are going to be able to, because it's been sold out like crazy. So like recently the PS5 digital disc drives have been sold out for the PS5 Slim. So I guess people are assuming that you can use it for this. PS5 Pro fits perfectly within the PS5 family of products and is compatible with PS5 accessories currently available, including PSVR 2, PlayStation Portal, DualSense Edge, Access Controller, Pulse Elite, and Pulse Explorer. The user interface and network services will also remain the same as PS5. The PS5 Pro console will be available this holiday at a manufacturer suggested retail price of $700. Yeah, and 700 pounds and 800 euros and 1,990 Japanese yen. It will include a 2 terabyte SSD, a DualSense wireless controller, and a copy of Astro's Playroom pre-installed in every PS5 Pro purchase. PS5 Pro is available as a diskless console with the option to purchase the currently available disk drive for PS5 separately. Okay, so with the option to purchase the currently available disk drive for PS5 separately. Okay, so the disk drives that are currently available for the PS5 Slim can go into this. PS5 Pro will launch on November 7, 2024, and will be available at participating retailers and directly from PlayStation at directplaystation.com. Pre-orders will begin on September 26, and it's probably going to get stolen by scalpers. Scalpers are going to get all the pre-orders on September 26. Our PS5 journey would not be possible with the millions of players that have supported, without the millions of players that supported us throughout the years and has shared with us their love of gaming. Whichever console option players choose, whether it's PS5 or PS5 Pro, we should bring everyone the very best gaming experience that fits their needs. Okay, and now take a look at this, guys. So right here, this is the PS5 digital disc drive, and I'll just search this again here. So right here, there is 3 offers already available on Amazon, but they're $116. And I believe that this is supposed to be $80. That's what I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be $80. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but the disc drive I think is supposed to be $80. So there's some retailers on Amazon that are selling it for, $40 plus now. And now if we actually look at eBay, eBay is actually the worst. PS5 digital disc drive. Look at this. Is a Sony PS5 Digital Edition Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive. $238 and $47 shipping. I understand that you're shipping it from Japan, so the shipping is gonna be more. But $238? Seriously, dude? And then $120 here, and then $15 shipping. I think this one's from the United States. And one from Japan. $191. Well, free shipping. Oh my god. And $105 free shipping. Okay, this guy's like about $25 more. It's still, kind of scummy, doing that, but at least it's not as bad as a $200 one. This one's about $110 to $4 shipping. $102 here, well, $110 the shipping. Yeah, so look at this. $132 and $14 shipping from Canada. $146. Oh my god. So basically what's happened is when the PS5 Pro was revealed and there was no disc drive available for it, what happened was people panic bought the disc drives. And also a ton of scalpers bought these. And now basically people have panic bought, and also scalpers have purchased up all of these, and now you can't find these, disc drives for the regular, price of $80. I'm pretty sure it's $80. You can't find that anymore, and now it's, people are charging, $40, $25 more. Some people are even charging, triple, what it's supposed to cost. So now scalpers are basically taking this over, and this reminds me of something else. This reminds me of this. This right here is the PlayStation Edge controller. You guys see this? You guys see how this peeled off right here. So when I purchased this controller, I was really excited with this controller. It's a really expensive controller, but the battery life on this controller is worse than the regular DualSense controller. And it started, after just a couple months of using this controller, the grips started peeling. They did. But the thing that really sold me on this controller was the fact that you could just remove the modules right here, the stick modules. You could just remove these at any time, and that was basically so that you would never get stick drift again. And eventually you would save money over time just purchasing the modules, which the modules cost about $15, the stick modules, versus buying another controller for $60, $70. But I can't even get these stick modules now. I can't find them. So this controller is stick drift, and I can't even find the stick modules. Let me actually look this up. PS5 DualSense Edge stick module. Let's see if the stick module is available. So stick modules There's actually more of them available now, but I'm pretty sure that these were originally $15. I don't think they were, $34.97. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments what the stick module price is supposed to be. But you see right here is these were selling a couple months back. These were selling for like $70. I guess Sony probably produced more of them, and now now the price went down. But the original price I think was like $15-20. I think that's what the price was. But Scalpers mass purchased stick modules. Imagine that they mass purchased stick modules, and they were just reselling them. So Scalpers will just just ruin anything. Anytime something is coming out, Scalpers ruin it. They mass buy it and then they resell it. And now moving on to my final point on here, the discs, what I wanted to talk about. This was a game that I had purchased, Iron Harvest. I haven't played it yet, but basically there is an advantage to discs. There is. And, people, I can't stand how people always say, that digital is always better. There's no pros to disc whatsoever. Actually, there is a pro to disc. I know some people aren't going to care about a lot of people aren't going to care about the cover. But I like keeping covers personally. I remember back in the day when we used to actually have manuals on games. We don't have manuals anymore. And sometimes we had really cool booklets which would tell us more things about the story and the characters, stuff like that. Sometimes we even had maps inside these. Remember the old GTA games when they used to have the maps in them too. That was really cool. But anyways, the biggest pro about discs, guys, is that with discs, if I'm bored of a game, I can sell this. So if I if I beat this game or Iron Harvest, right? If I beat this game, I get a platinum trophy in it, and I don't think I'm gonna play it really anymore again. You know what I can do with this game? I can do a number of things. I can give this game to my friend. I can let my friend borrow this game, and I can borrow one of his games and try it out. How are you supposed to borrow digital games? You can't from your friends, unless you log into your account, but you're technically not supposed to do that too. You're only supposed to be using your account, but basically I could go to my friend's house, I could borrow one of his games, he could borrow one of my games. And also on top of that is that at any time, remember that with digital, you don't truly own digital games. That's what people don't understand about digital games. You don't truly own the digital game. Because when you have a digital game, what you own is you own a temporary license to the game. You own a temporary license where you can just download the game and delete it as many times as you want. However, though, the developer at any time, or I would say the service even, the service could discontinue it. And then you might have problems in the future. So keep that in mind, is that you might have issues with that. Is that in the future, developers and retailers like PlayStation, Microsoft, they could at any time. I know that they're probably not going to do it, but there could be controversy where certain games could get taken off and you might not be able to access them. But with this physical, you always have it and it's yours. It is truly yours. So like I said, you can sell this game. I can go to a GameStop, or another store. I can sell this game. I can sell it to a friend. I can let a friend borrow this game. I can borrow another game from a friend. You cannot do that with digital games. So when you have a digital game, you're going to have it forever or until the service decides to cut you off from it. So whenever I get bored of this game, I can sell the game and I can trade it, or I can let a friend borrow it. That is pretty much what I can do. I cannot do that with digital games. With digital games, I think it's like a 1 or 2 hour window, but nobody's gonna play a game for 1 or 2 hours on digital and then typically want a refund on it. So that's the thing is with physical copies, that's the plus, that's the advantage, is that you can play a game and then get rid of it, sell it, trade it, let a friend borrow it, a few different things, and you truly own it. It is truly your game. And that's one thing that's pissing me off. It's pissing me off how these developers, these console makers, they expect everything to be digital. Everything. They expect everything to be digital these days. But I like, the old copies. I like, still having physical copies. However, though, typically, a lot of times when new games come out, though, I don't buy physical copies anymore. Even though, people might call me a hypocrite in the comments, the reason I don't buy physical copies a lot of times is because I can't, because I'm a YouTuber. So when a new game comes out, I have to release a video on that game at midnight, right when that game comes out. And so I cannot typically wait until the next day at the store, because, it's basically a race on YouTube. Whenever a new game comes out, it's a race to basically get those first videos out on that game, the first parts of the playthrough and such, first guides on the game. And so that's why I don't a lot of times buy physical anymore, because when a new game comes out and I plan on making content for that new game on my channel, I have to buy digital because I have to get it right then and there at midnight, and I have to start making content on it. But I personally would recommend, if you're not a YouTuber, I would recommend to always go physical, because you can keep the game. It is truly yours. But that's pretty much my thoughts on it. I know I've been ranting for a little bit on this, guys, but like, I don't understand how you can have a $700 console and you don't even have a stand for it. Not even a stand. Okay, you don't have the disc drive, but not even a stand for the console? Seriously? Oh my god. And Sony's just gonna, we're gonna sell you the stand, and we're gonna sell you a disc drive now. And the disc drive is, of course, been purchased by Scalpers, and they're gonna ruin it. So let me know in the comments, guys, what you think down below. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.